Welcome, here I've got OnePlus 8T and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it. And here we are in the standard photo mode. Let's see what we've got here. Let me start with this settings bar. Here we can change the modes of this camera. As you can see, we have the time-lapse mode, panoramic, slow motion, video, photo, portrait, nightscape and the pro. So this is a lot, I don't have much time to speak about all of this now. I suggest you to making experiments with that and just have a good fun. You can also change this in the second way by sliding a little bit up, and as you can see here you have also access to all of this. And by just one tap here you can manage this like this. Now let's stay on this. Let me start here by tapping at the screen anywhere in the camera. As you can see here we have access to this ring with the square, so this is the focus connected with the exposure compensation. You can focus anywhere you need at the screen. When you tap on this a little bit longer on the sun icon, you get access to this slider, so this is the exposure compensation. As you can see, this is the light managing. By going up we can make our picture more bright, and by going down we can make it more dark. So this is how it works. And of course when we tap again anywhere at the screen, it goes back to the auto settings. Now let's have a look at these buttons here. Here we can go to ultra wide angle lens. We can pick also the standard lens and get closer to our subject. So this is connected with zoom. So let me show you how to use zoom. We can do it by using two fingers like that and get closer to the subject and also go back. And now let's move to this button here. When we tap on this, we get access to this slider. So here we can make our picture just more beautiful by adding a filter to it. And as you can see, this is how to change this. And this is how these filters looks like in the camera preview. Now let's stay on the normal one and let's move to this settings bar. Let me start from the left. The first one button here is the camera timer, so we can change the delay of taking picture. We can pick 3, 5 or 10 seconds. Now let me pick 3 seconds to show you how it works, and let me take a photo. As you can see here we have the countdown and the picture was taken with 3 seconds of delay. For now let me keep this turned off, so this button from the left, and let's move to this one button, the second from the left on the settings bar. Here we have access to the flash. We can turn on the flash on the auto, so the camera recognizes now when it's needed, when it's too dark. We can also turn it on every time we take a picture and turn it off easily in the left here. Now let's have a look at this button at the center. By just one tap here we can turn on super macro settings and another tap to turn them off. The next one button here is the camera aspect ratio. Now we are in 4:3 ratio. At the center here we have the full aspect ratio of this camera. This is how it looks like. As you can see, the camera background has changed. And also by just another tap we can go back to 1 and 1 here in the right now. And this is the square one. This is how it looks like. There's no problem to go back to 4:3, of course, the original one, so let's stay on this. And now let's tap on this button in the right corner, so we get access to more settings we can manage. At the first place here we have the picture format, so we can manage here the quality of the photo. Now we are in 12 megapixels quality. Here we have access to the best possible quality of this camera, 48 megapixels, so as you can see this is how to change this by using these two buttons. And now let's stay here and let's pick the settings. So here we can open the advanced camera settings. As you can see this is a lot. Let me show you a few of them. Let's start with the mirrored selfie photo. Here we can turn off and turn on this option like that. Remember that this is only useful when you take a selfie in the front camera. And the next one thing I want to show you here is long press shutter. When we tap on this, we can decide what our shutter do when we tap on this a little bit longer. We can pick from record video or take burst photos. Let me pick take burst photos because this is a really cool option. When we go back to the camera, this is our shutter, and tap on this a little bit longer. As you can see, we have here the countdown. We can take many pictures at just tapping on this a little bit longer, so this is really cool and useful. Now let's go back to the settings in the right corner and let's slide down to the video settings. Here we have the focus tracking. By using this button we can turn it off and turn it on easily like that. And this is really cool option. Let's go back to the camera and let's change the mode to the video now for a while. And here we can track our object in move. So this is my object. When I tap on this, as you can see, we have this square and it moves us when I move it. So this is really cool. And now let's go back to standard photo mode and again to the settings. Let's slide down to the general settings now. And let's pick the grid option. Here we can add some grid lines to our camera. We can pick 3 and 3 grid lines. So let's tap on this now and let's go back to see them. And as you can see, it shows us these lines. This is useful, for example, when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography or making experiments with composition. Now let's go back to the settings in the right corner and to this. And once again, let's slide to the grid. Let's pick 4 and 4 to show you how it looks like, and in the camera preview, as you can see, this is how they look like. Of course, remember that these grid lines are not visible at the real picture, so when I take a photo, and now let's move here to the right corner at the bottom to this button, so we get quick access to the gallery. This is our picture. As you can see, we can't see the grid lines here, so they are only to help us taking better pictures. Now we are again in the camera. Let's move again to the settings in the right and to this one. And here in the grid we have also the golden ratio option. So this is how they look like in this option. And of course we can easily go back to the settings, tap on the grid and pick the none to turn them off. So for now they have gone here. And let's move again. And let me show you here shown on OnePlus watermark option. When we tap on this, we can add the device watermark by using this button. As you can see, we can turn it off and on easily. We have short preview, so shot on OnePlus, powered by quad camera. This is how the device watermark looks like. And with this watermark is connected the name watermark also. By using this button, we can turn it on and off. So here we can add our own watermark, for example, hard reset. And okay, as you can see, the second line has changed here for by hard reset, but remember that we can't add the name without the device watermark. So when we turn off the device, also this is locked and we can only add the device without the name. So now let me keep this turned on. Let's go back to the camera to take a picture to show you how these watermarks looks like at the real one. And let's move again to the right corner to the gallery. So this is my photo with the watermark, which is here in the left corner at the bottom. Let's get closer to it. And as you can see, this is how it looks like. And of course we can easily go back to the camera and then to the settings in the right and this one. Slide to the shot on OnePlus watermark to turn it off. So for now, when we take another picture, the watermark should not be visible at it. Now let's go back to the settings and let's move to the shooter sound. By using this button, we can turn off and turn on the camera sounds like that. And here we have also the last one option I want to show you, store location data. So it allows the camera to save the location where we take a picture in the details about it. By using this button, of course, we can turn it off and turn it on easily. And also here the important information is that to make it work correctly, when we want to save the actual location of our photo, we have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and we have to turn on the location of this device. So remember about these two parameters to make it work. Now let me keep turned on all of the settings. Let's go back to the camera and take another picture. Let's go again to the gallery here. So this is my photo. To check its location, let's go in the gallery to the right corner and pick the details here. And as you can see, here it is, the location information. We have the full address and the map. So greetings from Kraków, Poland. That's all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.